This is the second video for creating a quiz in Scratch for ECS. In the previous video, we had set up basically our first question asking for input. Now, after we've had that first question, we can see I'm going to put 2 as correct. We get stuck here. So what we want to do is now we want to hide this sprite. We no longer want this sprite. I'm going to choose to do different types of questions for this demo. That's why I'm choosing to hide the sprite. If you were just asking repeated questions where you're asking for input, you could definitely just program a linear program and continue on. But what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to broadcast. And what I'm going to broadcast is my question 2. Well, I'm not really set up for question 2, so I need to go about that process. And what I'm going to do is create a new sprite. And, actually, I don't want to choose a sprite. I want to create a new sprite. So I'm just going to come over here to my text, and I'm going to type in click on the banana. So we can see that I have click on the banana there. I'm going to come to my coding for this sprite, but when that green flag is clicked, I want this to be hidden because I don't want it to initialize with the program because that's confusing to the audience that's taking this. Now, when I receive that broadcast, so when I receive that broadcast for question 2, I want this question to now show itself. Now, obviously I need a banana, so I'm going to come over to, I don't want to choose upload. I was going to choose an existing sprite, so we'll cancel this. And we're just going to come to food, and we're going to grab a banana. I can move that on my screen, and I'm going to import an apple as well. So I have my banana and my apple. So just like the question that I created, I want to do the same thing here. When that green flag is clicked, I want to hide this. And when I receive that broadcast message, I want to show this. Now this is, you could use your backpack here as well. I could just, drop that into the backpack and drop that into the backpack. So now when I come over to my apple, I'm using that same line of code, so I can just drag it out of there if that's more useful for you. So now this will appear on the broadcast. So what I need is, well, what happens if the banana is actually clicked? So I'm going to come over to my events and say when this sprite is clicked, I'm going to do that same display. I'm going to say correct. I want to increase my variable, meaning my score, by 1. Then I want to hide this sprite. I can duplicate it right from here. And I want to broadcast a message. Because I want my other options to disappear as well, I want to broadcast a simple hide message. So what we're saying here is say correct, change the score to 1, hide, and so I'm going to go use my backpack again for that. So this time I can go over to my apple. Oh, I was actually in my apple, so I want to change this message to incorrect. And I want to change my score to -1 because I want to take away points. You might not choose that option. You might want to choose something else like not penalizing them. But I'm going to penalize them in this quiz. So then my banana is coded to change, and then my hide broadcast.